Capricorn, what does the month of May have in store for you in 2026? This is Connie J and welcome to my channel. We're going to have a look at the monthly forecast for you. So Capricorn, May, this is not a loud month. It's not chaotic, it's not reckless, but emotionally, it's deeply consuming. May 2026 feels like a month where something private begins taking up far more space in your mind than you expected. Could be a person or a conversation, a growing attraction, a decision about home, family, love or emotional security that quietly follows you into every room. You may look calm on the outside, composed and capable, handling responsibility as usual, but internally there's far more tenderness underneath the surface this month than most people realise. And what is fascinating about this chart is that while part of you wants control, another part of you is exhausted from holding everything together all the time. This month asks you what actually makes you feel emotionally safe. Not successful, not productive, but safe. And that question changes a great deal by the end of the month. The core energy for this month. For Capricorn Rising, the strongest focus this month falls into your 4th house and 5th house. There is heavy Aries energy in the 4th house. Mercury, Mars, Saturn and Venus clustered there, bringing intense emotional focus around home life, emotional foundations, private relationships, family dynamics, living arrangements, and your inner emotional world. This is deeply personal. You may spend more time at home, think constantly about where you truly belong, or feel emotionally affected by the atmosphere around you. Some Capricorn risings may redecorate their space, spend money on comfort, reconnect with family, become emotionally nostalgic, realize that they are emotionally burnt out, or crave privacy more than usual, and also stop tolerating emotionally draining people. This is also a month where your private emotional life matters more than public appearance. At the same time, the Sun moves through your 5th house of pleasure, romance, attraction, creativity and emotional expression. So underneath all the responsibility, there is a strong desire to actually feel something again. Not to perform, not survive, but feel. And that changes your relationships profoundly this month. So energy and identity emotionally may feel softer than usual for you. Capricorn rising people often cope by becoming practical, productive and controlled, but this month you may notice yourself becoming unusually reflective at night, thinking about old memories, replaying conversations, wondering whether you truly allow people close to you emotionally. You may also become more selective socially. Small talk will irritate you this month. You will want depth, honesty and emotional intelligence, especially around mid-May. You may notice a lower tolerance for superficial people, withdrawing from emotional, chaotic friends, craving calm environments, stronger emotional reactions to criticism, and become protective over your peace. There is also a strong protective heart energy here. You are not emotionally unavailable this month, you are emotionally cautious. A very different thing. And people around you may sense that there is something vulnerable underneath your composed exterior around love and relationships. If you're single, this is one of the more emotionally magnetic months you have had in quite some time. Not because you are trying harder, it's actually because you stopped forcing things. The strongest romantic periods appear around May 7th to the 10th, May 16th to the 19th, and May 24th to the 27th. The energy here feels emotionally intimate rather than flashy. You are unlikely to meet someone through chaotic party environment this month. The chart points towards work environments, cafes, quiet social gatherings. It might be through trusted friends, repeated encounters, some online conversations that slowly deepen, or somewhere connected to comfort and familiarity. This feels like the kind of connection where conversation becomes emotionally intense surprisingly quickly. The person may appear intelligent but emotionally guarded, calm, observant, slightly serious at first, emotionally mature, quietly affectionate rather than overly charming. You may first notice their eyes, their voice, how emotionally attentive they are, how safe they feel to speak to. And they will notice something very specific about you this month, your emotional restraint. There is something alluring about the way you do not overshare immediately. People may feel they have to earn access to you emotionally, and strangely, that creates a stronger attraction. But there is a warning here. Mars in your 4th house can make emotions build privately until suddenly they come out sharply. So if you start dating someone, do not emotionally disappear when overwhelmed. Do not test people emotionally. Do not assume silence. Communicate your feelings. This month rewards emotional honesty, not emotional perfection. For coupled Capricorns, May brings emotionally important conversations. Some of you may discuss living arrangements, emotional needs, boundaries with family, some future plans, whether one person is being emotionally distant, exhaustion from carrying too much responsibility. There is a very real possibility that one partner says, I know you love me, but I need to feel it more clearly. And honestly, Capricorn Rising, this chart says that may be true. You may love deeply while still appearing emotionally controlled. The best dates for reconnection and intimacy is May the 8th, May the 17th, and May the 25th. It's excellent for meaningful conversations, date nights at home, reconnecting physically, emotional honesty, rebuilding closeness. Most emotionally difficult period is the 12th to the 14th and the 20th to the 21st. These dates can bring defensiveness, emotional withdrawal, or frustration over feeling misunderstood. Avoid cold silence, passive aggression, and shutting down emotionally when stressed. This month, softness heals more than control does. On the financial front, financially, this is not a reckless chart, but it is an emotional spending chart. You may spend more on home comforts, beauty, interiors, emotional coping purchases. There is a strong I deserve comfort after everything I've handled energy here. And honestly, some of it is justified. But watch emotional spending during stressful periods around the middle of the month. There is also potential pressure involving shared responsibility or family-related expenses. Some Capricorns may feel frustrated that they are always the responsible one financially. You may quietly resent carrying more than other people realize. On a positive level, though, this is a strong month for long-term planning. You are thinking less impulsively and more strategically about stability, savings, future security, building a calmer life. And emotionally, that matters more to you now than impressing anybody. Around your career and daily life, work feels busy but emotionally draining at times. The chart suggests productivity is possible, but motivation fluctuates depending on your emotional state. If your personal life feels unsettled, work concentration suffers this month. You may also become less tolerant of incompetent colleagues, emotionally immature management, unnecessary workplace politics. Around mid-May especially, your patience may become very thin. However, the positive side is this. People notice your reliability. Even when emotionally overwhelmed, you still show up. And this month, that earns you quite respect. Some Capricorns may also begin privately thinking, I cannot keep living at this pace forever. There is growing awareness around burnout and emotional exhaustion. This month does encourage slowing down, healthier routines, better sleep, emotional decompression, and protecting your nervous system. You do not need constant pressure to prove your worth. That lesson becomes very important now. Your lucky dates this month is May 7th to the 10th. Excellent for emotional connection, attraction, creativity, and reconnecting with yourself emotionally. May 16th to the 19th, very powerful for love conversations, emotional honesty, family healing, and deeper intimacy. May 24th to the 27th, strongest period for confidence, romantic chemistry, and feeling emotionally aligned again. You may feel noticeably lighter during this final stretch of the month. Your challenging dates are May the 12th to the 14th. Emotional tension builds easily here. People seem more demanding, intrusive, or emotionally insensitive. Protect your peace instead of reacting impulsively. You've got May the 20th to the 21st. Emotional exhaustion. You may feel overwhelmed by responsibilities or frustrated that others expect emotional strength from you constantly. Do not isolate yourself completely. Your lucky colour is deep forest green this month. This colour stabilises your nervous system. It represents emotional grounding, maturity and quiet strength. So wear it during important conversations, while working, on romantic evenings, or when you need emotional calm. This colour helps you feel centred instead of emotionally scattered. Your lucky crystal is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is excellent for emotional heaviness and mental overload. This stone helps absorb emotional tensions and keeps you grounded when responsibility feels overwhelming. It's perfect for sleep support, emotional boundaries, reducing anxiety and emotional clarity. Your lucky number is number 4, and it represents emotional foundation, security and stability. This month is not about rushing ahead. It's about building something emotionally solid enough to last. So the final message for Capricorn in the month of May is that May reminds you that strength is not only about endurance. Sometimes strength is allowing yourself to need comfort, to need softness, to need love expressed clearly instead of silently assumed. There is something deeply human about this month for you. And by the end of May, many of you will realize you are no longer interested in relationships, careers, or environments that only value your usefulness. You want emotional safety now. And quite honestly, Capricorn, you deserve it. If this forecast resonated with you, please subscribe and like for more astrology forecasts, emotional insights, and deep cosmic guidance for every sign. And thanks for watching. This is Connie J.